This is a Hot Plate, the show of super easy and yet delicious meals. My name is Claire Karatu.
And my name is Chef Bennett.
Now, what we do here on the show is we prepare recipes for you to be able to recreate in your kitchen. Not only that, we have super talented, amazing guests, sometimes showcasing their own recipes, and sometimes we get to learn about them. If you're joining us for the very first time, welcome to Hot Plate. I'm excited. I'm always a chef.
Yes,
We
we love Mondays.
You know what I mean? I'm just like,
Mondays
I
and
love Mondays and Tuesdays because we get to showcase some of the most delicious meals ever. And every single recipe is available on YouTube. That's Ebru TV Hot Plate. In case you just want to catch up on some of the recipes that we've done before, or you're looking for a quick, easy meal, all you have to do is go on to YouTube. In any case, if you have any recipes that you'd like us to make here on the show, all you have to do is SMS us on the number on the screen. Okay, now, Chef, first of all, sioni nyama. Okay, sioni kuku.
Today we're going vegetarian.
You know, I'm just like, you are here to torture me.
But
Are you
delicious.
Subliminally saying that I need to get on a healthy diet this year? It wasn't part of my New Year's resolution, though.
But
unisaidie na diet.
Bora si salad.
I actually like salad.
Yeah,
I actually like
there's
salad.
a look you gave me last time.
I know.
And I said I will never cook salad again unless it's a side
Now,
dish.
I love salad. Of course, there are some recipes that we've been able to put out for salad. However, I feel like Chef is trying to take us on some healthy trip today. Chef, what are we making today?
Today we're doing some paneer curry.
Paneer
Some
curry.
spinach rice.
Yeah, I'm like, this rice looks funny bunnies. It looks, this is some funny business. All right, so Chef, why have you soaked your rice like that?
I just wanted to chuck the starch.
Chuck the starch.
Yes, chuck the
You got
starch.
it right. All right, now we are going to be having some very amazing guests joining us, and I will be making chocolate chip chocolate brownies, more like muffins. I know Chef is just happy to hear the chocolate and chocolate and chocolate in there. But however, Chef, who is joining us? I'm excited about the guests joining us on set
joining
today.
us are Shrub pioneers.
Shrub. I'm telling
pioneers,
you, I'm
Jose.
getting used to this whole shrub business. Like it's
right.
right?
Moto kama pasi.
Moto ingine. It's fire banda. All right, cool. Who's joining us on set today?
Boutros and Jovie Jovv.
Boutros and Jovie Jovv. Join us on set, please. Karibu sana. Hey, how are you? Welcome to Hot Plate. Welcome to Hot Plate. Karibu sana. But the first thing, well, first you guys have to take a seat because we got to get to know y'all.
Thank you.
We have to get to know you. Now, thank you for joining us on set today. Maybe we could just start with both of you introducing yourself and what y'all do and the group y'all represent.
Okay, thank you for having us. I go by the name Boutros Monene, aka the Shrub God, aka Kecha Demel Karibna Yana Kutoko.
Hey!
You know what I'm saying?
We are sorry. We apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Jovie Jovv.
Right.
Shwapuji.
Right.
Mr. Kibarego Face. You feel me?
You know, sorry, no, I just have to ask where these AKAs come from. Please, you have to tell me kwanza yako. How did you come up with that? Is it something that, you've encountered?
No,
Nyi wawili pia. Nyi wawili. Stop pushing the question to him.
So
it's like an inside thing.
Nonsense person.
Right. Yeah. Okay. However, ushaipiga mtu vibare jameni. Vile you said it ni kama washazoea. Pia your people know that just like, oh my God, Jovie Jovv is at it again. Say, kamshike. Anyways, we'll come to that. Now tell us about what you guys do and who you represent as a group.
Personally, I'm a recording and performing artist.
Right.
I represent AD Family as a member and vice president of the ADF Music.
Wow.
So yeah, we're here with the pioneers of Shrub.
Right.
So we're doing Shrub.
Yeah.
I love it. Now tell us a little bit about Shrub music. Like, some of our we're just like me, I'm just what's Shrub all about? Because I'm actually seeing, especially the underground industry, it's slowly coming up, and it's it's pretty dope.
Yeah, Shrub. We started Shrub like in 2015.
Right.
Yeah, we just wanted to call our sound, give it a name.
Right.
So it started off as Shrub and Trap, and then it evolved to Shrub, Pop, and Rap.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
just sharing and popular rap music.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
And I know you've been able to do so many songs so far. Please tell us about the new one that you guys have just put out. Fire upon them.
Fire,
Oh
fire.
gosh, it's amazing.
It's a really
that
good
was
job, man.
like one of the biggest tracks that we've done currently because it features one of the talents from South Africa. Shout out Show My Joes, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's out. It's been like 2 days, 3 days, and the reception is actually amazing.
It's
you know what I'm
amazing.
saying? Yeah.
I love it, and I've actually heard it, and I can't wait. You guys will be playing it in just a bit. But when you hear show, we're all about the cooking. We're all about the exactly. So y'all cook in the studio while we cook in the kitchen, right? So I'm gonna ask you kindly to mikono pale pale because we will start with this recipes that Chef has been able to put out for us, and of course,
starting with yours?
we're gonna start with mine because mine is gonna go into the oven. Of course, after the lovely gentleman Washer has, I'm gonna be doing the same,
so
and we're gonna get right into it.
Yes.
So one of them will help me with the baking. Nani na bake?
Butros.
Who bakes in the kitchen? Hey, who bakes? You bake
Me?
it,
No,
you
I
bake
don't-
it,
I
and then
don't
he's gonna do the food. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, and then we will jump into it. Right? Okay.
Lazima.
Let's do this.
Let's get it started. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna ask you to break all these eggs in here. Look at the way he looked up. He was just like, hold up. You know, that just says a lot. Now I have to see you break those eggs. I was going to help you. Like in the sense of the way you did that facial expression.
Yeah, yeah. The expression ilikuwa hapo generally, you know what I'm saying? Because, can we switch with him?
Don't make on the spot now.
All right, here we go. I'm just going to do it for you. And basically, I've told you at home before, you want to break it on the side. Before you break it into your bowl, so you do not want to spoil your egg while you're at it. Mbona nina mchele kwenye bakuli yangu? Chef, hiyo ni kazi yako hiyo. All right, so I'm just going to help you break these. Alafu utamix. Sawa basi.
It's vegan life, you know what I'm saying?
Vegan life.
man.
That's what Chef decided to make for us today. Is that vegetable thing. All right,
So
and
you guys are vegetarians, I'm a vegans.
Nah, me, I'm not vegetarian.
No, so that's why I was saying,
Yeah.
you know, if you can
Oh,
do this.
Oh, switcheroo.
You're
Now we
vegan.
can,
Oh, okay. So that's why the facial expression.
Okay,
Tell us
so-
about that vegan life. Like, what does it entail? How does it look like? What are the options that you normally go for?
Dog, there's like hundreds and thousands of options, like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? The only thing you guys eat is meat.
Nice, that's a lie.
Anything else is vegetarian. it's
meat
just
and the
meat and a side of veggie.
Yeah.
But there's always like, you know, a different type of vegetable, like, you know,
Sasa ukienda kibandaski kama unaendanga hadi.
mimi nalaga mbaya.
Unadishi nini sasa hapo?
Mimi nakuga msinapendanga chapo, juu chapo ni soup. Niingizaga mzuri. Alafu ushibishanga ile
Nzito
sinaelewa.
pia.
I'm sorry. You're gonna see how he's mixing this thing with swag. It's like I'm gonna hold the thing all the way over
Put the
there,
eggs up,
and I'm
put it
gonna
back
just
in
give it a little bit of a mix. Hold up. You gotta get down and dirty with this thing. You gotta give it some froth. You know what I mean? You're cooking. You know what I mean? Like we're cooking. Okay. Yeah. Give that thing a mix. Now what we've got here is about a 3/4 cup of brown sugar and some eggs, and he's mixing it up. We were telling us about the vegan life. Love it. Now, I'm just going to touch a little bit about the industry.
Yes.
Starting off, how difficult was it to get into the whole strap vibe and people to accept the, you know, the vibe?
It was quite challenging. I won't lie to you, you know what I'm saying? Like getting people like to get on board on something they don't understand, or maybe something that's new. It was challenging, but you know,
It's really hard because you know the Kenyan music industry is it's hard even for other artists to break through.
Right.
So it's twice as hard for us because we're just trying to do what we love and just do out of the norm. We're not doing gospel or gengeton, you know. It's more of our own.
I like the way you say out of the norm. Gospel has been commercialized. Like, he just said not out of the norm, you know, gospel, which should not be the case, honestly. I feel like it should not be commercialized like that. All right, now, what would you change based on the journey that you've been so far? You know, you both saying that it's difficult. What's the one thing that you would both change about the industry right now? And before we get to that answer, what I'm going to do is I've got 2 tablespoons of coffee. I've got some milk going on here with some chocolate, and I'm just going to sprinkle that coffee right in there. Now, what that does to the chocolate, it's going to make it richer. It's going to taste way better in that chocolate. And remember, you want to have a double boiler where you have a pot of boiling water at the bottom to put your chocolate so that your chocolate does not burn.
Okay.
All right, back at you guys. What would you change? Like, being so far, how you guys have gotten this far, what's the one thing you would change?
The monetary side.
Hey, that's true.
You know
that is true. It's a struggle, isn't it?
If we can earn from whatever we're doing, hey,
right. Yeah. How about you?
What he said, and when that happens, you can now invest on like other young talents.
Right.
Yeah, to make it more easy for guys.
I just realized I've had you going on there for a while. Just like, you're loyal. You're in this to win this. You know what I mean? I'm like, you haven't even stopped. So I'm just going to add a little bit more sugar. Now with chocolate, what when you put cocoa powder, what tends to happen is it takes away the sugar. So that's why we're putting so much sugar. And then what we're going to add here is about a 3/4 cup of oil that is going to go straight into that. Now, our chef, please, Bennett, could you kindly just keep a watch on this for me?
Why did you mix the white and the brown sugar?
Now, I did that because brown sugar has molasses. Molasses, I feel, add a sort of richness to the chocolate. It just adds flavor, depth as well. And then the regular sugar is just for that, regular sweetness, you know what I mean? So that we don't overpower with the molasses in the brown sugar, yeah? How's that chocolate looking?
I'm saying the way you love your sugar.
I love my sugar. Oh, that looks perfect. Let me turn this off. Oh, it's actually not perfect. Now, we are going to continue to melt this chocolate to mix that egg and the sugar and oil concoction we've got there and get to know a little bit more about our guests and their journey and their music career as well. But right now, we're going to jump to the kitchen hack segment.
We are back and this is Hot Plate. If you're just joining us, kuna wazito hapa, Butros na Jovie Jovv na wametoa ngoma. Wait, mse, juice man na majani.
Yo, juice. If you got the juice, juice ni kama
flavor,
sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm saying.
All right, and of course, we have also been baking up some chocolate muffins. I want to hurry up, sorry, chef, because I need to pop these into the oven.
And also
so what we've got here is we've got some sieved cocoa powder. Now, we've done the wet ingredients, which is oil. I'm going to put a little bit of that in a bit, but I want to start with putting first the cocoa. You have to make sure you sift it because it tends to have boils. This is a 1/4 cup of cocoa that I'm just going to, now you can go ahead and just be careful. Right now, you can do it slowly. And I'm going to come here with our chocolate, right? And
unatumada leo.
Who, me?
Chocolate on
chocolate. And as we go, then I want you to mix this as I pour because it's hot. So you want to taper the temperature by just changing it with just a little bit because it's got eggs in there and you do not want to cook your eggs. Now that's perfect. The temperature has changed. So you want to just gradually add the rest of it. Be careful. You can just go slowly now. That's absolutely fine. So that you don't have to, you know the best thing about these things is they're just so rich and you've got the coffee in there. And these, I usually make these when I'm going somewhere and I just want to visit people and I just want to drop off something sweet for them, right? All right, there you go. It smells like heaven in there. It's got all that chocolate. And of course, we're going to gradually, now let me help you here because I feel like now I want to, maybe you can pour in for me as I mix, yeah? And you just want to slowly, just go ahead and dump maybe half of it in there. And then you just want to mix that up completely. And you want to check the consistency of that little cake you've got there. Keep going. Now the oil will make it super moist. You don't want to ushakula keki jameni ngumu kabisa. You're like, what is going on here? Right? Keep going. Just a little bit more. Because you want a nice thick batter. Otherwise, then it's going to be like a lava cake and you don't want a lava cake. Okay. Let me help you. You can just pour the rest of it. That's perfect. And then I'm going to give this a mix and then pour it. I'm going to grease my tins and I'm going to show you the consistency. I'm going to add some chocolate chips in there and then pour it in my tin and put it in the oven. Now, in the industry, there's a lot of beef, you know what I mean? And getting there, sometimes you want to do collaborations, you want to talk people. You need to respect each other. Now, have you gone through such an experience? Hey, there's so many. I'm sorry. Did I touch I touched the spot there because it's like you just giggled. Is there, would you like to share an experience that you've been through?
Yeah, we've had a couple.
You've had a couple? And why does that happen?
I don't know, maybe envy, sometimes it's just some ignorance, I don't know. We just have egos.
Right. Now, have you ever been the ones who started with the ego? Have you been on the other side of the coin where you're the ones with the ego?
Nah. Ego is not that.
Right. Right. Is there an experience that maybe you'd like to share with people just to show what new artists go through, or that you have to deal with in the industry?
Yeah, the gatekeepers.
Right.
Those guys who actually, choose who. It's sad they have to choose who's gonna pop now.
Oh no.
Yeah,
right.
It's not like open.
Right.
Yeah. So those guys, they're biased in some way.
Okay.
So it's hard for us to break through.
Oh my gosh, to break that barrier.
Yeah, to break
and
that barrier.
the worst part is I've heard that from so many artists. It's like the industry, even outside, it's like the underground industry have to fight for their rights, to get noticed and to get played. So you're facing that right now in the Kenyan industry. That's crazy. But the good thing about that is when you got talent, you're gonna shine away. You know what I mean? Exactly. The internet gives you that level playing field that you can be able to push your content and make it through. All right, guys, I'm gonna pop this, but Chef Bennett needs to get on to. You guys need to help him with what we need to do.
Hapo sasa.
Hapo sasa.
Mtanisaidia kuchonga vitu hapa kidogo.
Y'all were just like, nope, not today, Claire, not today. All right, now we have our chocolate chip muffins about to go into the oven. We've got our two talented artists that we've been getting to know a lot more about them, and of course, cook with them. I don't know why I did this. Now I feel like when you guys are here, I feel like I'm all strappy. It's a vibe. It's a movement. All right, now I'm gonna chop up my chocolate. I want big chunks because you want to be able to just bite it.
Adding more chocolate.
I'm adding more chocolate. I'm telling you, it's chocolate on chocolate on chocolate.
Chocolate and chocolate.
Tender dentist stuff.
And then we're gonna just dump this in there, and then give that a little bit of a mix. We're gonna spoon it into our trays. Our chef tells us what he's doing next.
Yes. So first of all, we're gonna do our prepping.
Right.
Which we're gonna kuchonga hizi kwanza hii carrot, and then
alafu kisha mtakata
we're
kata hiyo. Aya, moja wao basi akate hiyo.
Onions today. So acha nakuonyesha venye utakate. Hii ni lick.
It's a type of onion, isn't it? Just
the same family, but
onion aina gani hiyo?
kitunguu, you substitute love.
All right, now writing of music. Do you have ghost writers? Do you guys do your own thing?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, we write our
You write our own music. Like I love asking artists this because I feel like the same way we share our food, it's like a little piece of us on the plate. You know what I mean? Like that's our passion. So for you guys, what inspires you to write?
What do you mean? It's like the day-to-day things that happen.
There you go. So it's like day-to-day.
Yeah, whatever you go through.
Yeah.
Whatever your friends go through.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, I believe as an artist, like you have to tell like the stories that you experience or just like other people have told you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless we're storytellers, just yet to make laws. You know what I'm saying?
So you got to tell them stories like it is
Roughly
in a
chopped.
fun way. Also, the veggies you're okay with cutting.
The
The veggies is like, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. All right, now Chef Bennett, how have you cut that?
Now the
and why are you
leek
doing it
hapo
that way?
unaiweka chini.
Yeah.
Cut it into sections, and then as most of the time unabaingia stuff unapata ngeko na mchanga ndani. So the reason why tumekata hivi ndio tuioshe poa na ndani ndio ikuwe safi sasa.
All right, now
so unaweza ni dice hizo carrots pia.
Right. Okay, then you can come ahead and dice the
carrots.
The carrots.
Pia unaweza ikata pia.
Now there is growing talent in our industry. Like there is talent on talent on talent,
like
and
lot,
people are trying. It's crazy, right? It is insane. How or what advice would you give someone? I know a lot of people look up to you and they're like, man, look at these guys. They're doing their thing. They're doing it big. They're doing collabos. Their music is fresh. Like, what would you encourage somebody who has this talent but is completely and utterly scared of getting themselves out there?
That's not for you.
That is just wow.
We just say they're scared. You know what I'm saying? If you're scared of something, that's not for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that right?
Yo.
But you know, I feel like I don't know. I get that the fact that if you're scared about something, but however, there can be something that is for you, but you just have that fear that kind of like limits you from reaching your full potential. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And until yeah.
Sure?
Sometimes yes, I've seen people who are not as confident in themselves.
Yeah, most artists are usually shy.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But what
they
are
have
they
to
shy?
put
What
themselves
are they
out.
shy from?
Even me, I'm shy, but when I'm on
They're
stage,
shy
I'm
of getting in front of a hundred of people,
I'm a
but they're
shy
not
guy.
shy of doing their craft. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're afraid of getting into studio and doing music, that's not for you.
It's not for
If
you.
you're afraid of people, then you do music, that's for you.
You have
just
to
need to
believe in
overcome there.
self-belief.
You know what I'm saying?
What is
Right.
kako ako shy ndio kuface wase si afanye tu ka gorillas
Right.
Daft Punk.
Now, I'm-
You know what I'm saying?
Buy
Buy
mask,
mask,
buy
yeah.
mask na ataicheza tu
No,
pote.
I'm talking about because I hear you when you're saying if you're scared of doing the music, then it's not for you. But what if you've got the music, but you're scared of putting it out? You're just like, well, people think,
Just
will I
have
be
self-belief.
accepted?
Just
Right.
believe in yourself.
Right. That's the only
what,
thing.
That's what got us here.
Right,
Yeah.
it's belief in yourself,
Yeah.
and I feel also hard work and consistency. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sure.
Like a lot of people are just they think that they have this one banging song and that's it. Like
Yeah.
that's okay. Although, however, that can be
One hit.
But-
Yes, mnakwanga
One
mnakwanga
hit
busy
wonder.
sana manze. Like sijaiona tumetulia tu ati leo tumekaa kwa keja ama nini.
Hatuwezi
You
tulia,
guys,
manze.
eh,
Time ya kutulia ilipita kitambo. you know
ilipita
what I'm saying?
kitambo, si
Ilipita
ndio manze?
kitambo.
Unaweza kuta kuna artists, they have like 100 songs in their laptop. They just listen to them. They don't release them.
Right.
It's a challenging thing. Ni kitu hard msata kufanya, but you know eventually once utaifanya unaweza kuja kuwa the next Drake, hawezi jua
Manze.
unless uifanye.
So you
Unless
just
we
gotta go
find it,
do
no?
it, right?
Yeah, and most guys like planning fast. So
Right.
when they start releasing the music, it's more of a planned, organized
Right.
way.
What's that all about? Because I'm sometimes, you know, and they always say planning, failing to plan is planning to fail, but sometimes just doing it, you know, just
Yeah,
getting out
just
there and
freestyle,
just
you know?
doing it, doing the damn thing, right? All right, now, Chef Bennett, please
Yes.
tell us what they've got there. I've seen the
So,
gentlemen have helped with the
Eh,
listen
hata
class.
wamefanya kazi poa sana.
Right.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna saute our vegetables.
Right.
Then we're gonna blend them up. Blend them.
Blend them,
Tunaweka
blend
kisosi hivi
them.
manze. Kitu nzito.
It looks, thank you. And then it's gonna go in the oven. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so rich and chocolatey. Oh, you're just gonna bite into this and it's like heaven. All right, Chef Bennett, tell us what you're doing
So
now.
we have some spinach here. That's
Okay.
some baby spinach. We're gonna use this to make the spinach rice. Baadaye. So tunaweza tu kuzi blanch.
Right.
Hadi ziuke alafu tutaziblend kuweka sauce hivi. Alafu tutaichanganisha na mchele. Alafu itakuwa tu on its own yani. But for now sasa tunaenda kukaranga. Sijui nani atashikilia for
Right.
Do this. Do this. I'm saying.
the veggie guy.
All right, now I've got our little muffins going into the oven at 180 degrees is what you want to look for. I'm just going to pop it right at the center. Fan on, heat going. It's going to melt the chocolate. It's going to be super moist because of that lovely, lovely oil that we put in there before. We've got, on the decks now, which is our decks. This is our deck. Is
Mnakulanga njugu?
Yeah.
Sawa.
and please remember you can go ahead and grab.
Utapata msako na allergy hapa manze, peanut allergy.
Okay, Chef, right behind you. You can go ahead and grab your drinks, if you please. I don't know which one is. This one is yours, right? Because it does tend to get a little bit hot in the kitchen. Now, in any case, if you are just joining us, we are joined by two Kenyan. I love supporting our own, honestly. Two of our very own Kenyan artists joining us, and of course, cooking with us in the kitchen. Now, we have done the dessert, which is a double chocolate muffin, chocolate chip chocolate muffin, sorry, that has gone into the oven. We have a Chef Bennett giving him instructions on what to do because I feel like this is stage by stage, right? It's step by step.
Step by step. So we're gonna add some carrots ndani. Hii itaongeza tu ile sweetness instead of using Claire's sugar again.
Yes.
Sukari anapenda.
This one has sugar.
Nini,
My
sukari. You gotta put that sugar in there. You can go ahead and have a seat as you wait, or rather as we watch them do the thing. I love to sit down. When I'm done with my desserts, I literally just come here and I'm just like, feed me now. Feed me in a bit,
yeah,
right?
so we have the carrots there.
Okay,
we have some
so a little bit of the
chilies
carrots
here.
go in.
Some 4 chilies. Come on,
Right.
if you like it more spicy, ongeza.
Right.
Yes. Add the chili.
And the chili. All right, now I see you guys blowing up big in the shortest amount of time. Of course, we had one of your friends joining us last time, and I had such a blast interviewing her as well. And I was asking, what are some of the things that you have planned for the next, maybe just like even 1 year or 5 years? Are we seeing new collabs? Is it bigger? Who are the people you'd like to collabo with in the industry? You know, what are we looking forward to?
Yeah, just making it big.
Right.
International acts. I know some of us have clocked a few features.
Right.
Yeah, from Tanzania, SA.
Love it.
From and we are more organized now. We're moving as a team.
Right.
Marketing is easy, the PR side.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. How about you?
I don't know. As the family, we're thinking of changing the algorithm of the way the industry works. You know what I'm saying? Like from performances, from appearances, from the kind of people who are the main acts on stage.
Right.
I think it's about time we have Kali closing the show for someone like Burna Boy when it comes to Kenya. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's bigger, but Kali's bigger in Kenya. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of things we want to change. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
us,
yeah.
not us, you know,
Exactly. That's just like, hold on, you guys. Look at him, it's just like, hold up.
Hold
What
up.
are you talking about? Us too.
We have to change
Right.
it.
All right. Now, Chef Bennett, please
Yes.
tell us. I love that. And
Okay.
honestly, sorry, before we jump into that, there is a very big possibility that that could happen. And I'm looking forward to when it does. Because then I'm going to be like, they were on our show.
Yes.
They're opening the show. And I love that. And I honestly hope that that's exactly how it goes. All right. Now, Chef Bennett, please
Yes.
tell us what you're
Okay,
doing
so
now.
we put the leeks, carrots,
Right.
ginger, and some onions.
Right.
And some chili, of course. And then say break down to kidogo too, because we're just gonna put that in a blender.
Right.
Yeah, ikuweka sauce hivi base, and then we're gonna just season it vizuri.
I season it with a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you want some
a little
salt,
bit of
and so
this.
all the nuts go in there. Now,
Nuts,
Chef Bennett, lazima tumie cashew nuts ama waweza tumia
Cashew nuts
njugu
make
pia.
that like the best result. You
Right.
can use other nuts, but cashew nuts it just has that body. And
Right, I love the creaminess that
the
it
creaminess.
adds as well.
Yeah, you remember the last
it's
time we
amazing.
cooked that curry?
Right,
Yeah, we used the
instead
cashew
of that.
nuts. Yeah.
Now, looking back at your journey, guys, I would love to know your absolute fave moments. You know, the ones that stand out, even if it was super embarrassing. Like, you know what I mean? Some of those are the best stories, I'm telling you. What are some of your favorite moments in this journey that you can sort of like highlight?
Mine is performing at African Nouveau. We show my
Woo! That must have been
That was lit.
dope.
That
That must have been
was lit.
amazing.
That was crazy.
It was-
Stage.
We'll point one on everyone.
Oh.
Yeah, it was lit.
What gets you to
The
that
sharp
point
guys on
of
the stage.
mugging Maji on people in the crowd? I'm like, it's hot in here. You need to cool
Yeah.
people down. I don't know how I feel about being in stage and you're screaming like, oh,
So unaenda sasa na
okay. I got some
ile
water on.
kabuti ile ya Ebru.
Right.
Just making sure you're safe.
All right, now we are going to get back into the cooking, but we're going to go on a short break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Things on my celly for the juice.
For the juice, fam.
Hey, police on my neck. I'm the juice man.
I'm the juice man.
Hey, Buddha siku cheki, you a waste
Hey,
man.
you a waste, man.
Hey,
That's why you can never tell it. Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
I
you're
got
a waste man.
Hey.
I'm gonna start using that word, like, leave like he's a waste man.
He's a waste
he's a
man.
waste man.
Man, a juice.
All right, now I love that, and that is your new song, which is out now.
Now,
Yes,
yeah. Yes.
I love that because how did you guys even think about coming together with these amazing, talented people?
It's natural. If you have the talent, it's natural.
It's natural,
Yeah.
right? Y'all just blend in, you just merge in perfectly, right? Now, Chef Bennett
Yes.
is gonna just tell us what we're doing on the stove today.
So
Of course, do check out their new song and keep it locked down because I'm sure they're gonna have some pretty amazing new singles coming out. Now, Chef Bennett, maybe you could just catch us up on where we're at right now.
Okay.
We've got our
So-
double chocolate chip
Chocolate chip.
muffins in the oven. Chef Bennett, tuelezea wafanya nini sasa hivi?
Okay, so si tumekaranga hizi mavitungu. Okay, leeks.
Right.
Put some nuts, some
Right.
tomatoes, some ginger.
Right.
Carrots.
I think that's about it.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do? We're gonna blend this up
Okay.
to a paste.
We're gonna blend it up to a paste. All right, y'all
That's
can
a good
just
one.
come. Actually, they're the ones who are gonna blend it up to a paste because the rest of the cooking is gonna be them. And of course, we have been having a blast in the kitchen, learning about their journey. And I think I'm just gonna ask one thing. All right, Chef. After the blending is done, ona vile unaangalia.
Yeah, very delicate and
Hey, the lingo has come out about the food. Mpaka delicate ya tumiwa sasa. All right, now, Chef Bennett, please explain what you got there as I take the muffins out of the oven.
Okay, so we have our sauce here.
Yeah.
Kenya nataka mse mmoja hapa afanye ni
Kuna plenty vegetables.
Leo utashika mboga leo. Sasa utafanya that we sieve, alafu unataka unikati ndogo. Smallest as you can.
Woo! We got our muffins here hot. Let me tell you, I actually left them in for way too long. So what we're going to do is what I normally do is you want to just, make sure you get them out of the sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, already you can see some of that melted chocolate chunks right on top. I'm telling you, the chocolate in this is just phenomenal. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and just pop that out. And guess what? We are actually going to put more chocolate on top because why not?
Cubes.
All right, Chef Bennett, what's going on there?
Yeah, so we're just going to dice those spinach.
Right. Okay.
We're going to mix it with the rice.
Right.
Butchers will do the paneer.
Okay.
Cut them into cubes.
Right.
And then we'll add some ghee.
Some ghee.
Kidogo tu.
All right, now Chef Bennett, can you remember the difference I gave you between a muffin and a cupcake? Can you remember?
Yes.
What is it?
The frosting.
The frosting, that's right. So because we're not going to put any frosting on this, it's going to be a muffin, and of course the size as well. So what I want to do is I just want to put this right on top here because we will be actually, I'll plate that one for purposes of pictures, you know what I mean? For the purpose of the picture. And then we're going to go ahead and give that a sample. We're going to let them cool. Chef has the gang on that work tip again. Moto, is it hot? Is it hot? I know! He said because I'm seeing it just like, hold up. This is hot. Now, Chef Bennett, why are they cutting up the spinach and what is that is being cut up?
You can also blend the spinach.
Right.
What we're going to do is going to add it in the rice.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what we're aiming for.
Okay.
We've added here some garam masala, some ghee, and I think the seasoning is perfect.
Is it perfect? All right, now I'm just going to dust these bad boys with some more sugar because why not? And then I was going to drizzle some chocolate on top, but you know what? I think I'm going to kill y'all with chocolate, so I won't. But said no one ever. Said no one ever that there's too much chocolate. No. And of course, we have been learning. Sorry, I'm just going to wash my hands real quick. We have been learning about these talented artists' journey and just the group and how they got here and, and basically just even being encouraged about starting something that's new and making it your own and owning it as well, right? And making it a culture because it's a culture now. Yeah. It is, right? Yeah. All right. Now, Chef Bennett, what is going on now and what has been added to the stew?
Added the paneer, we'll cut them into cubes.
Right.
So we're just going to cook this for about 10 minutes.
Now, what is paneer, Yamini? Well, you've just been saying paneer. I'm just like, what is that?
Cheese.
It's cheese.
But Indians use it a lot in their cuisine.
Okay.
Mostly like vegans.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, this is how cheese is made.
Right.
The curds.
I wouldn't say vegan, vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
Right.
With a citrus based vegetable.
Okay.
Citrus,
right.
Like a lemon.
Right.
Yeah, so everything there, and apart from the milk.
Okay. Then adds to it.
Yeah.
And of course, you can go ahead and have a seat if you finished with that.
We have some cream here.
Okay.
Just gonna add that.
You look at the muffins, huh? I'm gonna move those away from you. I'm kidding. I'm gonna bring them closer. Now, Chef, you're adding the cream and whatnot, yeah?
Yeah. So we just want it to be creamy.
Right.
Kapsa.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're just gonna do pole.
Right.
Wazi.
All right, now I'm gonna
use my spinach before.
He's cut them properly.
Ziko salama. So what we're gonna do? We're just gonna add that. Nataka moja yenu akuje yeke kwa hiyo mchele na ikoroge.
They thought it was done. They were just like, hold up, wait. Yeah, you were just like, I thought we were done. Sorry, Chef, I'm just going to go ahead and take some of this cream that we had here and place that in the pot that had the little melted chocolate because my chocolate just magically disappeared. I was going to add a little bit more that. Do you guys know anything about chocolate that was, no? Oh, okay. Oh, we're acting brand new now, huh? All right, now we've got the rice there. We've got the paneer going. Now, Chef, why are we putting the spinach in?
The rice.
In the rice.
Yeah, we're just making a spinach rice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you blend it with some milk,
right.
oh no, it would be perfect.
It would be perfect.
Yeah.
And basically, you see, I'm just getting a little bit of that chocolate that was already in our bowl, melting it with the cream, and I'm literally gonna make it as light as possible. I feel like I should add more chocolate. You know what? I'm gonna add more chocolate because, you know, you never go wrong with chocolate. I know, I am. I'm gonna add more chocolate.
Obsessed.
All right, I'm obsessed. All right, now chef, please explain what you're doing next.
Okay, so na dice tu hapa dania. Tutaiweka kwa hiyo stew yetu. Si dania unakulanga? Nimeshazoea.
Ni professional.
Haya, so kuna hiyo stew yetu, let's add the dania tu. Kuongeza tu hiyo freshness tu yani, si ndio?
All right, now, I'm going to add a white chocolate just to finish that off. And then we are going to give that a mix. Now, you've talked about your journey, you've talked about your wins, you've talked about your future plans. And of course, you've talked about the challenges as well. Is there something that you would love to leave our viewers with? Some truth bombs, you know, some shout outs to the whole crew. This is your chance. And of course, the links that they can be able to get your music from.
Yeah, so if you want to get the Juice Man video remix by Shoma Josie and the family, Jovie Jovv, and the affiliate AD Family Buchus, go to our AD Family page on YouTube, AD Family Kenya. Follow us on Instagram at Buchus_Munene, Jovie Jovv, and I am K Green. Follow us also on AD Family.
Yes.
And usikonde, endelea tu
kung'ang'ana. Wengine wetu tunapenda kukonda. We want to slim. But anyways, continue.
Wait, you want to go up?
No, it's okay. Keep going. Keep going, yeah.
Seeing a lot of new music coming too, yeah?
Right.
Visuals, quality visuals, everything, man.
Right.
2020, we're coming hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are looking forward to that. Now, speaking of coming in hot, here is some chocolate coming in hot. We're just going to drizzle some right on top. Now, what I've done is I've mixed this with a little bit of some white chocolate just to add that sweetness. And then I'm just going to cut this open. I'm just going to go ahead and, woo! I love having fun with chocolate. Like, why not dollop that on there? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Adding more flavor. And what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this open for you guys because you're just going to need to see just how moist it is inside. And we've got the chocolate as well. Look at that. So you've got the goo of the chocolate. I know. You guys need to take a bite of that. Each of you, make sure you get a little drizzle of that. If you don't like chocolate, I apologize because this is an OD of chocolate drizzle. You know what I mean? So just take a bite. Let me know what you guys think. You get that moistness. You get that the chocolatey vibe of it. You get that chew as well. And it's extremely rich. I know.
It's crunchy.
It's crunchy on the outside, moist on the inside. You know? Is it good? I hope so.
I wish it was cold.
You wish it was cold? I know, we needed it to cool down a little bit, but I just wanted you guys to taste it. Yes, we have a thumbs up, guys. And of course, Chef is just serving up, serving up the last bit of that. That's just going to go straight onto that pot, and then we will get to the best part, which is sampling. In any case, I hope you have enjoyed, you know, just getting to learn about the journey. Tell us a little bit about the strap industry. Actually, that's something I really want to know about.
Oh?
Strap music, strap industry. Where do you guys want to take it? Of course, you did explain to us what it is, but I feel like it's a culture that needs to still be acknowledged.
No, it's still growing.
It's still growing,
still
right?
growing.
Yeah.
It's just the difference in the cultures that we're normally used to.
Right.
We said we don't do the norm, so people just see it as just a copycat type of thing. You know,
right.
Until they sit with you or they just listen to your music, and then they're like, oh.
It's
so you wanna
good.
like show guys like it's all about sharing.
Right.
Yeah, just take it international, you know, be recognized
exactly
as a sub-genre of hip-hop.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. I cannot wait to see what you guys have in store. All right, please, tafadhali naomba you sample that food. At least you happy you can have some of that because it's vegetarian. You can go ahead and grab a spoon there and give that a taste. And I will be joining you because I do want to taste this.
You know, it's not fair that these chefs wanafanyanga food in a kapoa.
Walai tena. You're just like, hold up. Hatuwezi tupakue tukule. They have to do that whole plate thing.
All
right. All right, moment of truth, guys. Now we have our palat. We can see there's a little bit of that crunch. We were to blend it. You can blend it, but sometimes leaving a little bit of texture does the trick as well. And you can smell already. You got the spices. You got the rice. I mean, who would have thought of putting spinach in the rice? Most of the time, people put fresh herbs. I'm just talking so that I can cool down the damn food. I just think it is. I've burnt myself so many times on this show. I just want to make sure that it's cooled down. Yeah, you see what I mean? Yes, did you do the burning thing? All right, I'm gonna give this a taste.
Hey. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know how to make your paneer.
Yeah.
You know how to make this paneer. You still got the flavors popping in there. You got the chili that hits you at the back, and of course you got that chew from the paneer as well. This is when you come with those words that you are coming up with, or blending. You know, it's a magnificent, decadent. You know. So blow that a kiss.
It's like a cream.
Like a cream, yeah.
It's cream, double cream that we put there. Fantastic, isn't it? All right, guys. Give a last shout out. Thank you so much for joining us on set.
Sasa next time pia kwa ngoma yenu na shout out to us.
I'm saying.
Shout out.
Man.
I
Shout out to
love
Shrap
it.
gang, Shrap family.
Right.
Out there, all the support, we love you, we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And of course, our very own, let us support our own and keep it locked in to see what new stuff they will be having. The crew is all behind them. I'm telling you, I'm just watching them out there. I'm just like supporting their own. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy your food. And of course, thank you so much for tuning in to Hot Plate. Now, stay tuned for what we have next episode. Now we have some pretty decent lined up and a very special 2 guests who will be joining us. It's all about love and it's all about competing in the kitchen sometimes. So make sure you tune into that. And of course, check out our previous episodes because we have some pretty dope food being cooked up in here. In any case, thank you for tuning in today on Hot Plate. My name is Claire Karatu.
And I'm Chef Bennett.
Have a lovely evening. Good night.